Hello everyone, this is Assignment6 pitching project. Our goals are fundamentally to establish green technologies as a significant revenue stream for Assignment6, to develop profitable disruptive businesses. Of course, we have to disrupt the available businesses now by bringing in our own innovations. Okay, ours will be based on clean technologies and digitalization. We also aim to take action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 2030. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, and we have plans to reduce it by 45%, at least 45% by 2030. So we also want to contribute significantly to the achievement of net zero carbon dioxide emission by 2050 in alignment with global initiatives. So we have a strategy. What is our strategy? Our strategy is to accelerate business growth by working with like-minded partners and attracting investment capital. So we also plan to establish Assignment6 as a recognized brand within the net zero technologies and businesses around the world. So we also want to develop a net zero solution platform capable of adapting and incorporating novel technologies. So we have this relentless drive of innovation and alignment with government incentives, and industry trends. Furthermore, we hope to build low carbon businesses serving commercial and industrial customers, and also supporting their net zero ambitions. Our objective and aims and objectives is to participate in the entire renewable value chain, okay, with focus currently on wind and solar energy. Okay, we are also focused on aligning our strategies that build economic growth and address various social needs, including education, job opportunities, social protection, health, doing all this while tackling climate change and environmental protection. We have a global commitment, and that is to align with international scientific consensus that is to prevent the worst climate change, global net human situation caused by carbon dioxide emissions. We need to make it fall by about 45% by 2010 levels to 2030. What is the meaning of that? Okay, there's this global initiative that says that by 2030 greenhouse gases emission should drop by 45% by 2030. So now, and then the long term is reaching zero by 2050. So our net zero roadmap provides a pathway to achieve this formidable and critical goal. So currently all new buildings are net zero, are zero carbon ready in advanced economies. So we hope that it could extend to other economies. So currently now, no recent sales of fossil fuel boilers. Okay, what is fossil fuel boilers? Okay, these are boilers in which steam is generated by firing coal, oil, or gas in a furnace, and the byproduct of this is carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide, depletes the ozone layer, causing all problems to the ecosystem. So our clean energy innovation needs to drive considerable leaps in clean energy. Our innovation in clean energy is like I said earlier, is reduction of carbon dioxide emission through 2030. So these technologies are already available in the market today. So hence Assignment6 solutions are a significant player in this market. This decade, we hope to record significant innovation efforts to bring these technologies to market in time. So we also have to differentiate our energy sources. Okay, electricity generation will need to reach net zero emissions globally in 2040, and be well, supplying half of total gas consumption. So we need system flexibility. We need electricity, energy system flexibility. No, not just coal and gas and so on and so forth. So we need solar electric panels, also known as SV, as solar PV. So this solar PV approach captures sun's energy, and converts it to electricity. This approach is applicable for both domestic and business uses and applications. So by installing solar panels, you can generate renewable electricity, clean electricity. Solar panels and wind currently account for about 20% of the total energy generation. As the years and decades go by, we hope to increase it from 20%. And of course, the target is for 70% by 2050. Another clean source is wind. So wind power is the approach is emission-free energy source. Okay, wind turbines harness energy from the wind using mechanical ability to spin a generator and create electricity. So we are in the business of providing a broad gauge approach and cooperation for a clean energy world. Okay, because by 2050, the global energy sector will mainly focus on renewables, with solar being the single largest supply source. What do I mean by that? About 90% of global energy generation in 2050 will come from renewable sources, with solar PV and wind accounting for nearly 70%. 2050, solar and wind accounting for what? Nearly 70%. So we are in the right direction. We also require greater international cooperation. So we also need countries, investors, to ensure that developing economies have the financing and technologies needed to reach net zero greenhouse gas emissions in record time. So we need to scale up this clean energy right now. We have them already in the market. All we need now is to scale them up quickly and to create jobs. So our approach rapidly puts all of them in use on massive scale to push the average rate of energy efficiency improvement in the 2020s that we are now to about 3 times the average of the last decade. That's where we are going with our solar offerings. That's where we are going with our wind offerings. 2/3 of the total energy in 2050 would be from wind, solar, bioenergy, geothermal, and hydro energy. You know what? Solar becomes the most significant source, accounting for 1/5 of energy supplies in 2050. So this our approach will be very interesting, because when it comes to job creation and provision, we are hoping to create about 14 million jobs in 2030. Thanks to the new investment in clean energy. So here's our pro forma income statement. So from this statement, we have year 1, year 3, year 5, which is our projection for the next 5 years. Currently, you look at under revenue, you see gross sales. So we've had a gross sale of already $400,000 US, and in the next 3 years we are going to have $625,000 US, and in the next 5 years we are going to have $976,563. Our net sales for the first year was 397,500 US dollars. So we are projecting 622,500 in the next 3 years, and for a further 974,063 in the next inside the next 5 years. So that is our projection for that. So now our cost of goods currently in the first year is about 130,000 US dollars. In the third year, we are expecting our cost of goods to rise to about 143,050 US dollars, and then in the fifth year, we are expecting 158,250 cost for our cost of goods in US dollars. There's a rise, year to year, but it's not significant. Cost of goods sold is not significant. In the third year and the fifth year, though it's rising, which is good news for us. What that means is that yes, we are going to incur costs for our goods to have our goods produced and sold, but it's not extremely excessive. While when you look at the gross sales, you're going to see that the difference between the first year and the third year, and the third year and the fifth year, is significant, very, very significant. That means not too much money for more, which is good for business. So for our expenses, we incur expenses on advertising, about 10,000 US dollars each year for the next 5 years, and then we have equipment expenses as well. Other key expenses are rent, okay, about 226,000 US dollars per year. Other one is wages. Wages for our workers. It's about $100,000 per annum, increases to $105,000, and then by $110,250,000. So it's quite a bit more, quite a lot for us. So our net, our total expenses, okay, for the current year is 179,350. For the next 3 years, as projected, is 185,320, and for the fifth year is 198,455. So our net operating income is 88,150 currently, and we are projecting it for the third and the fifth year to be 294,130 and 617,358 respectively. So our other incomes, we have other incomes we make, maybe like training people and other things, services that we do apart from sales and production and sales. So we make extra income there. For the year, we made about 13,000 US. So our net income is for the current year is about 75,150 US dollars. We are hoping to make 281,130 US dollars, and for the fifth year, we are projecting 602,858 US dollars. So our net income increases more than 3 times for the first year, and a lot more for in the next 5 years. So our net income is high. The cost of good is not significant, and our gross sales is also high, which is good for business. So for our business valuation, you can see our sales as shown, 400,000 US dollars for the year. Cost of goods sold is 130, etc. So when you go down, you see other items like tangible assets, 254,100, excess earnings about 60,109, and then finally our business value, our final business value is 553,178 US dollars. So this is a break-even analysis. So we are trying to look at break-even. what is break-even analysis? No profit, no loss. Basically, no profit, no loss. The point in which you don't make profit and you don't record any loss, that point is a break-even analysis, is a break-even point. So if you look at the if you look at the chart here, you see the revenue interacting with the total cost. So that point in which they cojoin is the break-even point. So the break-even point is 3040, while the break-even revenue is 805555. So from the table you can also see that total producer quantity that we produce for the year, given year, this year is 1500. Okay, and then the price for each unit is 265. The variable cost is 206. What is the variable cost? Okay, the variable cost are all those costs that changes, okay, from time to time, you know. So those are variable. That's why they are variable. And which are the cost of goods, you know, amongst the cost of goods. And then the contribution margin is 59. We get that one from the difference between the price and the variable cost. So, and our revenue for this period is about 397,500, and the total variable cost for the year is 130,000. So we have the fixed cost. So what is the fixed cost? Fixed costs are those costs that do not change. Whether you're producing, whether you're selling, you have to record these fixed costs. You have to pay wages. You have to do other things as shown on the third part of the income statement. So fixed cost is fixed, as the name is. You know, record sales or not, you have to pay. You have to incur those expenses. So our total cost is the fixed cost plus the variable cost, which is 309,350. So while our net operating income is 88150. So this has to do with what we are requiring for this investment, the capital we are requiring for this investment. So from this we can see that the gross sales for the first year is $400,000, and for the third year is 625,000, and for the fifth year is 976,563. So what that means is that there is a percentage increase of 56% in the third year, while in the fifth year we have a mammoth 144% increase in gross sales. There is demand for our products, high demand, even in the next 3 years, and a lot more even in the next 5 years. So we need investment, we need capital, we need to inject funds into the business. So other major expenses, you know, is wages, which is about 100,000 you know, about 100,000 US dollars per year, and rent is 26,000 US dollars per year, and advertising cost is about 10,000 US dollars per year. So our total expenses, as you can see currently, for this year is 179,350 US dollars. So we require an estimated sum of about 2.5 billion US dollars to expand our business. This amount is required based on the current and projected business growth. You can see how the business have moved. The gross sales is very high for this year. Projected years is even much higher. The cost of goods is not, you know, is significantly very high. So we can use less to produce more and sell more. So we because of this, you know, from our valuation, we need a significant investment. So our company, hence Panache Limited, requires this investment, you know, to cover further costs for goods, projected costs for goods in the next 5 years. So we need to also take care of, like I said earlier, wages, rent, advertising, and others. So we could not have got up to this level without our experienced management team, you know, and the advisory board. Okay, hence Finance Limited is situated at the city of West Vancouver. You know, the company has partners, Henry Ikwang and Jake Jackson. Okay, those are the two partners in this business. So Ikwang has a DBA, he's an environmental engineer with extensive experience in green technology, and Jake Jackson, you know, has a PhD in and he's extensively experienced in green solar technology and energy technology, you know, and solutions, you know. So you know, we also have assembled an advisory board to provide us with expertise, management expertise, good advice to help us move further. So the members are as follows: Praise Topman is the CEO of Great Engineering Company Limited. Attention, Grace Bright of the law offices of Grace Bright and Partners, environmental law. And we also have Preston Boss of Millennium Marketing and Accountant. So that is a composition of our management team and our advisory board. And they are very, very experienced. Thank you everyone for your attention and cooperation.